everyone, it's another Dragon Age Inquisition day. Part 23 of the Chill Play Dragon Age Inquisition series. I totally forgot the word that I was about to say. Okay. Alrighty. Let's go. Here we are, back at it again. And we are continuing from the western approach. There are quite a lot of things that we have to do today. Alright. And I feel like we need to start with tackling some war table operations. Just because I want to, you know, try to tackle some of those war table operations. There are a lot under Ferelden. In the country of Ferelden that we have to do something about. So let's try that. We are heading towards the
What's the chant say about this?
war table.
Assholes kicked in the maker's door. He made them darkspawn. That's why there's blight, and we have to give wardens our weapons. You still miss that bloody sword. It was a good blade.
Okay.
Another completed work of whatever they used to call him.
Okay. Our Mason Gatsy is doing good. Rose on Twitch says Twitch and YouTube streams are good. Yay, thanks.
Stone Mad Inquisitor.
Okay, can you interpret the meaning of the mosaics?
Do you have insight into the stories these tiles are supposed to depict?
I think we haven't really completed anything.
Finish one, and I'll write it up.
Yeah.
Who better, right? A good dwarven
Yes.
Another time.
Best of the vein, Inquisitor.
Alrighty. Okay, we haven't really completed any mosaics, so that's just how it is. We'll have to wait. Any dignitaries visiting? Sometimes there will be dignitaries like just standing around chatting with people. I guess not.
First Enchanter Vivienne wishes to register a complaint about the upholstery in the dining hall.
What
I've already
now?
told her we cannot replace it with
Oh
velvet right
my.
now. It is a little worn.
Oh my. That is the least of your problems, Vivienne. I appreciate a good upholstery, but that is the least of our problems. Let's check with our advisors. Do you have any news for me? Okay, we've got a report from Mauvrin. Mauvrin and his clan entered the Silent Plains intending to settle where no claims currently exist. They were exceptionally difficult to track once they left the Imperial Highway, and we have no word on their current location. Colin. Okay, because we chose to cut ties with them. Just in case, you know, they get captured by Tevinter forces and, you know, they spill the beans. I don't know if that's like the best outcome. It doesn't seem to be, but at least we're taking the safe approach, I'd say. Another one, rescued a spy, Miller is free and little worse for wear. Best of all, by escaping on her own, Miller preserved the secret of her connection to the Inquisition. That is exactly what we wanted to happen. Her adventure has given her quite the motivation to prove herself. If she learns from it, I feel her future work will be exceptional. By Liliana. Thank you. Thank you. That is very good to know. We've got a lot of different things. We are going to read the reports first.
The city has agreed to send us 6 guardsmen.
Not raw recruits. With luck, they'll know which end to
Okay.
grip a sword
Gain
by.
Orzamar's friendship. Our emissaries have returned. Orzamar has pledged to our cause some of the most formidable warriors from the Legion of the Dead. According to the king, they are veteran darkspawn hunters. Okay, cool. Absolutely fearless. The king also graciously offered to share Orzamar's wealth. He recognizes the threat Corypheus poses. And we got the sigil of the Great Bear. Thank you, King Balin of Orzamar. Let's go check. I wanna do the war table operations that we have read in the past so that we don't forget them. Okay, we've completed these two. We don't really need Western approach resources at the moment. These ones are explorable maps. Oh, this one, I wanted to do this. Commander, we have verified Sarah's claims about Virgiel. Several displacements of refugees were deliberate in what appears to be an attempt to destabilize land claims. While there would be no direct gain for involving the Inquisition, increasing our presence could have unexpected results. In any case, it is a trivial matter to divert troops to march through the city. Lieutenant STL. Okay, let's get Cullen to do that for us. A retinue of our best will make an impression.
All right.
Okay, what else? We've completed this, and let's try to complete this one. That's completed. This one. Based on the revelation at Haven, the Venatori operatives report to a darkspawn believed to be Master Corypheus. Okay, we've read this. I think we only have two options here. Liliana, Abar's reputation precedes her, even if she wishes otherwise. I can uncover more about her. Okay, I'll do that. Liliana's best suited for this, I think, because we have to find out who among the 5 Bells of Hunterfell is a Venatori agent.
Let's see what we have.
And we have Serpent of Nivara. A Tevinter mage by the name of Viralius has recently been noted in the company of King Marcus. I feel like Liliana's best suited for that as well. Alliances, observing the deadlock. I feel like we should do one in Ferelden. Search for the hack writer, Ruffles. First off, you play a mean hand of Wicked Grace. Second, the lead you dug up for me on finding this Bell and Fourth guy in Kirkwall starting to show some promise. I got my editor to look around for me. She's a coterie boss, so people tell her things whether they want to or not. What is a coterie? What is that? I'm not familiar with that word. Coterie. Coterie. A small, exclusive group of friends or people with common interests. I guess that's it. Alright. So she is a boss of a small group of people? Maybe? Is that what it is? She tracked down the poor sod carrying the manuscripts out of Kirkwall. This is where it gets weird. The courier is a magistrate. Lord Werner Cammering. The coterie won't touch him with a 10-foot pole. Maybe you could have a polite word for him with him for me, Varric. I feel like Liliana could do this better, but let's see. Yeah, I'll wait for Liliana to complete her job. Let's see. we have Dorian's request here. Now that you're in charge, there's something I thought I'd bring up. There are Venatori mages out there lurking in the wilderness. This comes as no surprise to you, since you can't swing a dead cow without hitting one of Corypheus' minions. But these particular Venatori have additional significance to myself. For one, I know them personally. I would call them friends, except that would imply I didn't want them dead, which I do. Since I have an idea of where they might be, thanks to an investigation I began before coming south, I thought we could put our heads together and track them down. At which point they would sneer something at you in Tevinter, and you would be forced to kill them. Which makes everyone happy. You for eliminating a potential threat, and me for eliminating men and women too stupid and short-sighted to be permitted to continued breath. They would be less happy, but who cares about them? Up to you, my Lady Inquisitor. Dorian. Yeah, I feel like Liliana's best suited for this. Maybe this see and be seen. This is written this addressed to Josephine, so yeah, she should do this. Madame Ambassador, words cannot express my gratitude for your gracious hospitality at Skyhold. After the events at Haven, one can hardly go anywhere in the Empire without hearing the word Inquisition. I shall be glad to have some facts to add to the wild rumors. I am as grieved as you to hear of the vicious slander being spread. Justinia V was the best of us. It pains me to think that others would pollute her legacy in such a manner. I travel to Valforay soon. I shall ensure my cousins know the truth of this matter. Sincerely, Comte Renaud de Maurier. Josephine says now that he's been here, we should talk to the nobles he's been seen with and let them all know. Okay. We'll get that done. That's it for our war table operations for today. We might pick up some other operations later. And while we're here, we've got a new quest there in the garden. That's probably because we expanded our garden 2 episodes ago, if I'm not mistaken. Does this lead to the garden? I feel like it does. Oh no, this is the one that leads to, if I'm not mistaken, Mia said something about the bottles of Thedas last time. I don't see them here as of the moment. Maybe we haven't completed a set or something. Or maybe they're here.
It wasn't so bad today. The cook was in a jolly mood. She didn't shout at all, even when I dropped the ladle.
I wonder why. Is it one of Cole's projects? Oh, here! Here is where our bottles of Thedas collectibles are stored. We have Dragon Piss, Butterbile 784, and Tevan Sip Sip, Carnal 869 Blessed, Vent 9 Rowan's Rose, and a Garbog's Backcountry Reserve, Golden Scythe 490 Black, Hero's Lava Burst. I think that's all. Those are all the bottles of Thedas that we have. Oh, there's more. Vintage Warden Steed. And what is the one next to it? Vintage Warden Riordan. Vintage Warden Daedalem. And Warden Gibbons. So those are the Grey Warden bottles. Bottles of Thedas that we have completed so far, or rather collected. Wait, who is that? That looks like a muscular Varric. Is that Hardin Hightown? Is that a cover? Is that the cover to Hardin Hightown? Like a muscular, taller Varric? It looks like it. I like it. I like that. It looks heroic. And we have a readable here. Oops, no. I guess it's a codex entry of some sort. It probably is. Okay, good thing we found that. Our drinkies stack or rather a stock of wine and beverage spirits. Ooh, I've never been here. Okay, another codex entry that we can't read. The First Blight, Chapter 2. People today have little concept of the consequences of the second sin. Oh, believe me when I say that when asked, pious, chanter-going folk will curse the use of foul magic, spitting and snapping their fingers, but none live today who actually remember the horror that was unleashed so very long ago. Whatever records might have existed regrettably did not survive the chaos and ignorance that was to follow. We have only the tales of survivors handed down through the murky ages and the dogma of the chanter to instruct us, and that is precious little indeed. I believe I am not understanding when I say that the second sin unleashed the bane of all life upon Thedas. The darkspawn are more virulent than the worst plague, a heartless force of nature that came into our world like an ill wind. We know from accounts of later blights, as these darkspawn invasions came to be called, never has a more appropriate name existed, that the darkspawn spread disease and famine wherever they tread. The earth itself is corrupted by their presence, the sky roiling with angry black clouds. I do not exaggerate, my friends, when I say that a mass gathering of darkspawn is an omen of dread cataclysm. It is said that those cursed magisters who became the first darkspawn scratched at the very earth to find solace in the darkness of the dwarven deep roads, and there in the shadows they multiplied. Whether by intelligent design or by some last vestige of worship in their minds, they attempted to locate the old gods they had once served. They found what they sought. Dumat, first among the old gods, once known as the dragon, is silenced before the Maker imprisoned him and all his brethren beneath the earth for the first sin, usurping the Maker's place in mankind's heart. The slumbering dragon awoke, freed from the Maker's prison by his twisted followers, and became corrupted himself. Dumat was transformed into the first archdemon, his great and terrible power given will by a rotting, unholy mind. With the darkspawn horde following, Dumat rose and took wing in the skies once again, bringing ruin to the world the Maker had created. The old god had become the eye of a dark storm that would ravage the entire world. From Tales of the Destruction of Thedas by Brother Genetivi, Chantry Scholar. And another readable. The Pyramids of Parvolan. The island called Parvolan was the first land in Thedas to be taken by the Kunari, and has been held by them ever since. But while the Kunari have raised their own marvels on the island, the famed city of Kunandar comes to mind. Parvolan had a rich history before the Kun even ever came to its shores. Tear your eyes from Kunandar's wonders and look instead to the jungle. There you'll see the ruins of vast cities that proclaim in silence, "We were here." Parvolan's distinctive pyramids looming from the overgrowth have remained largely intact, even if their intended purpose has been lost. They do not seem to be tombs, though some chambers contain bodies that have been carefully preserved. Amazingly, the pyramids' proportions are mathematically perfect. Since their alignment is so precise, one suspects they served some scientific purpose. Observatories, perhaps? And Van Therastus has observed that the shape of the Parvolan pyramids seems perfectly to match the constellation Solium. We know more of the pyramids than we do of the humans who built them. The Kunari came to Parvolan as conquerors, but there is no history and little sign of battles fought on the island's shores. A civilization that could build such vast cities would surely have defenses, armies, perhaps weapons alien even to the Kunari. So why is there so little proof of resistance? One answer may lie in what remains of their temples. Beneath the leaves and vines covering the walls, you can still make out the stylized carvings that adorn them. The paint has long since flaked away, but the silhouettes are clear. Intricate sea creatures, shipwrights, musicians, archers, and kings. Here and there, odd figures are depicted, tall, horned, always in a position of authority and respect. What were these horned figures to the ancients of Parvolan? Priests ritualistically crowned, heroes, gods, perhaps? We may never know the truth, but when the Kunari arrived from the sea, horned and carrying the word of the Kun, perhaps instead of conquerors, the people of Parvolan saw an old legend returning to them. This is also supposition. The humans of Parvon are Kunari now, their ancient civilization discarded like a child's toy, yet the pyramids remain, along with the old cities, the island itself. One day, greater scholars may hear what they have to say from a compiled history of the occupied north by Renatus of Aisley. Oh, wow, okay. That is a good historical overview of Parvolin. I'm sure I've read something similar somewhere or watched a Gilder Talent video about it, but that was like years ago, so I've forgotten. So it's a good thing that there's a refresher here. John Shepherd on Twitch. Hi, John. Good afternoon, Bunnhop and Rose. Good afternoon to you, John. Thank you for all the build suggestions on Discord. I will read the rest of them later. What is green? The color? What is green? Imagine I should present to you an object which to my mind is of indisputable greenness and ask, does this thing appear to you to be green? Naturally, you might say that it does, for you have come to recognize the appearance of the color of the object to be green, associating the word with what your eyes see. But could it be my understanding of green differs entirely from yours? What is this philosophical pseudo-philosophy? Pseudo-intellectual nonsense. What if perchance you could see into my mind? You might realize that all things that I name green are actually red in your understanding. Without the moorings of objective truth, we are set adrift in oceans of solitary experience. The promising opening to a lecture given by Carson Groke, philosopher-poet at the University of Orlais. The lecture's quality dropped significantly after this point, and ended quickly when Groke subjected audience members to a poorly constructed ode to chartreuse. He fled from the auditorium under fire from students armed with overripe red tomatoes. Quote unquote red tomatoes. Because this is just pseudo-intellectual nonsense. Okay. That is a codex entry that we can't read for some reason. Rose says, good afternoon, John, and thanks for tuning in again. The Folly of General Not Sheraton, Chapter 5. In the days that followed, to avoid scandal, the appointing of Not Sheraton was claimed a grand tactic of the true general, who must have orchestrated the whole affair from secret. From secret, meaning the cloakroom, for not even his own attendants knew his face, and they would have had the guard whisk him to jail for trespassing. But with his mask restored and wary of the embarrassment, the general was merciful with Not Sheraton, imposing less than half the prescribed lashes and sparing her and her lord the gallows. They were allowed to leave Orlais on the condition that Not Sheraton was henceforth her name. Okay. I wonder why there is a hidden library here. Because I was trying to find my way to the garden. And then I just found this hidden library. Whose study is it, I wonder? Okay, we are in the kitchens. I'm just trying to find my way. Where is the garden? Where are you, garden? Ow! Is that another hard and high town? But we're done with that quest, that collectible. So, oh, we can actually fast travel. I want to fast travel to the gardens. Can we do that? Yes, we can. Okay, that's much better. I feel much better about about how big Skyhold is. Ooh, nice. I like the banner. We can now upgrade our garden. We can choose between a chantry garden for reverence and reflection. Upgrades the garden to a chantry, bringing hope to all who seek it. A functional upgrade that brings a potential resource gain from the inspired, including gold from tithes. Or an herb garden for utility and comfort. Upgrades the garden by committing the space to simple greenery and cultivation. A functional change that allows more herbs to be harvested. Oh, okay. I don't know. I feel like we don't have a chantry proper here, and a lot of our supporters are chantry folks, so I'll do this. I don't really need a lot of herbs. This choice is irreversible. I don't know. I just feel like there should be a place for the chantry folk to worship and all that. There you go. Skyhold Garden, O Maker, hear me cry. Guide me through the blackest night, steel my heart against the temptations of the wicked. Make me to rest in the warmest places. O Creator, see me kneel, for I walk only where you would bid me, and stand only in places you have blessed. Sing only the words you place in my throat. My Maker, know my heart, take from me a life of sorrow. Lift me from a world of pain. Judge me worthy of your endless pride. My Creator, judge me whole. Find me well within your grace. Touch me with fire that I be cleansed. Tell me I have sung to your approval. O Maker, hear me cry. Seat me by your side in death. Make me one within your glory, and let the world once more see your favor. For you are the fire at the heart of the world, and comfort is only yours to give. Canticle of Transfigurations, chapter 12, verses 1 to 6. Okay, it's a prayer. John says it's mostly visual, but the extra plant plots help getting some end game plans for potion upgrades. I see. And it seems that we also get additional gold from tithes, from donations, church donations. So I think it's okay. Yeah, I would say like, if someone wants to be practical, it might be better to choose the herb garden. Okay, we have a lot of like readables these on this stream that cannot be read for some reason. Oh wow, this looks cute. It's a cairn. It's a I don't know, a stone man instead of being a snowman. And who's this guy? And now we can harvest our spindleweed. John says some of them are required a lot, but they're not enough found on maps. Oh. I think I'm fine with these 2 plant pots. I wonder what we can plant this time. Maybe some blood lotus and deep mushroom. And John also says that he never got any money. That upgrade just rips you off. Oh no. Well, that's sad. Well, that's sad. It's a scam.
Inquisitor.
Have we asked her these questions? How are we stocked?
What is your evaluation of our supplies?
We are well supplied, and I foresee only better to come.
Where did you study?
Where did you receive your training?
I studied with Adan after he left the service of the King of Ferelden.
Oh wow,
Well,
I didn't know
when the king
Adan
was
is
no longer there
that
to serve.
well connected.
Our College of Associates tends to meet informally. I've since been fortunate enough to serve various heads of state. They are all
Wow.
as good as another, truth be told. My skills and contacts are better suited to more imminent need.
Okay, will your college help us?
Are there others who could come to Skyhold?
They are helping now. I have contacted many of our finest, and their influence is not inconsequential. They are not, shall we say, prone to take the field, but we will be well supplied.
That's okay. At least we'll get supplies from them. Are you a city elf?
I take it you're a city elf, not Dalish.
It's not a useful identifier. I am an elf. I was raised away from the Dalish. No, I do not know their customs. Perhaps that wasn't immediately obvious. It's of little concern. I have skill enough to be evaluated by what I can do. My associates appreciate my work.
All right.
As you were.
Okay.
Of course, Inquisitor.
Yeah, I agree with her. Not all city elves live in the city. Some probably live in small villages or towns. How are you doing, Mother Giselle?
Your worship,
How are the
Can
people
you tell me how our people are doing?
what would you like to know?
at Skyhold?
How are our forces at Skyhold doing?
Still in shock, for the most part. To see Haven destroyed so soon after the conclave.
Okay.
You saved many, but still lives were lost.
I think it's
For
the
all
same
that, though,
stuff.
More people are... Your Inquisition is growing. I pray you use it wise.
No new
Farewell.
dialogue options for Mother Giselle, sadly. Anything new around the garden? Whoa. That book is... Why is it floating? Oh well. That's just how it is sometimes, I guess. Yeah, there's nothing else here. We can now fast travel to... I saw another quest marker somewhere.
Herald of Andraste.
I didn't mean to talk to you, Mother Giselle, sorry. Where is that fast travel sign? There we have it. That is the war room. Somewhere here. There's like a merchant here. How do we get there? Huh? Is it here? Also, I remember that... Oh, is it the Undercroft? Could it be the Undercroft? Let's see.
Better and better.
Oh, okay.
What can't we do in a place like this?
Okay, so it is the Undercroft. I just want to store Cole's hat here. And we've got sigils that I don't really need. Okay, I guess that's it. Also, some things that I don't need, I am going to keep them. The purple stuff that I don't need, or my party mates don't need either, so. Let's see. Is there anything new, Dagna?
Where'd you learn? What can I
Oops,
do?
sorry. I interrupted your conversation. We'll talk later.
I'll see you later, Dagna.
I can't wait.
A forge like this, who needs the view?
Let's see if we can sell anything. Let's just sell them before we head back. We head out into the field. Also, I want to install Bianca's new stuff. Bianca's new grip. Varric, where are you? There you go. Varric. Bianca. We have Ornate. Which one's better? Definitely Ornate. It has +7 cunning. And arms. Okay, we've got 3 already, but this one is better. And rune. Do we have any rune? Okay, I guess that's good. Maybe. Lightning rune. Maybe? I don't know. That might help? I'm not sure. Okay, now I feel like... Have Harriet create a masterwork. Can we do
What can I
that?
get you?
I'll be back later.
I'll be here.
Let's see. We probably have some masterwork schematics. Let's do a weapon. Masterwork, engraved great sword. Yeah, we can do that. We'll do... Ooh, what is this again? Damage. Okay, damage. Medium damage. Low damage. High damage. But we don't have enough of it. Sadly. John says, oh my, let's see what you make. I'm not too confident, so don't expect that much. We only have one schematic for a weapon, so I'll try my best. Obsidian is cold. I usually like fire. Electricity is good too. We'll do maybe just bloodstone again. utility, 1 strength, constitution, 0.5 constitution. Oh, that's good. 1 strength plus 0.5 constitution. John says, I'd not recommend crafting now, but have fun. Yeah, I'm just doing this for the quest. I want to complete that quest with Harriet. Thank you. I'm very excited to read your build recommendations completely, because I've only read like 1/4 of it. So that by tomorrow's stream we can fully respect our at least our main character and maybe Sarah. Medium. This is for utility. Wait, are there 2 utilities? I guess. We did strength and constitution, so we'll do a bit more constitution. Maybe the same thing. Okay, let's just do this. Stormheart. Okay, it's a strong, enduring great blade. Let's rename this as, I don't know. Blood great blade, because it's red. Okay. Yes, we've completed the quest. Good thing. Oh, it's the special shipments. What did we get? What did we get? John says, this reminds me of crafting for the very first time. Am I really that bad? Ooh, what other quest do we have here in Skyhold? Current quests. Skyhold, is there Skyhold? Yeah. Better courtyard, superior tower, and advanced crafting. Wait, I've done it. I've done it, right? A masterwork. Do I have to do it for an armor too? Have Harriet craft a masterwork.
I'll be back later.
I wonder. John says, I was like, I've made an amazing weapon. Later I realized how bad it was. Yeah, I don't think it's amazing, the thing that I just crafted. I just think it looks cool. Let's do an armor. Maybe that's gonna complete the quest. A masterwork. Do we not have masterworks? I guess not. For armor. I guess not. Not at this time. Okay. I guess that's it. Let's go and venture out into the world. I want to go to Valroyo so we can do the thing with Josie. So we can win her heart. Let's try to be... I'll do it alone. I want to go alone so I can have some private time with Josie. John says you have to put a special masterwork item during crafting in a slot. Oh, I see. That was the problem. That's what I was missing.
Will not station here.
I have my orders.
And mine don't recognize yours. A rogue group.
John says it is on the top inside crafting interface. Okay, we'll do that later.
Less men than your merchants' caravans. We'll stay out of your way.
See that you do.
Stop interrogating one of my soldiers, you Valroyo guard. Okay, where is it? I am going to set it active. And then there's also something here. Oh wait, this is the thing for Calpurnia. I'll probably do that now, because we're here anyway, before we have some quality time with Josie. Wait, I'm alone. Can I do this alone? Let's see. Wait, haven't we examined this? I think we have in the past. Travel to Vicinius's home. Thank you for noticing it, John. I didn't notice that I had to insert a masterwork item. Okay, what? Oh, is it a murder mystery? Murder mystery time. Letter to a slaver. Zager. Or Zagger. Cancel that order for more field workers. Get me scribes, library slaves. The smartest you can find. They have to be able to read and write. Former runaways are fine so long as they were clever about it. This Venatori leader Calpurnia is paying a fortune for our best and brightest stock. Deliver her to her personally, don't ask me why. One thing, don't send any with brands or whip marks. We had a couple branded slaves in the last shipment. Her people sent the couriers back with burns on their faces. They said Calpurnia doesn't take kindly to a damaged stock. Strange tick for a magister, but her gold's good enough. By Vicinius.
It seems Vicinius angered Calpurnia by sending her mistreated slaves.
Yeah, we
She was
got
paying
that
a
already.
fortune for literate slaves. Why? What can slaves do that Venatori can't?
Be human? I'm just kidding. Of course, there are Tevinter people that are nice, like Dorian, but she was talking about Venatori, and Venatori cannot be human. Because they're bad people. They're inhuman. Okay, so this is just loot. I'm just looting at the moment. Another readable invoice for slaves shipment. 14 healthy males, elf, 3 literate former scribes and bookkeepers set aside for Calpurnia. 5 healthy males, human. Deduct 20 from 1 for missing hand. 10 healthy females, elf. 7 healthy females, human. 2 literate set aside for Calpurnia. Payment 350 sovereigns paid in full plus 150 sovereigns down payment for next month's shipment. A note is scribbled below. Reserve more for next time. Lots of demand.
An invoice for a shipment of slaves. Vicinius supplied them to the Venatori.
Yeah, we can see that. I'm doing this all alone. How long will this take? I'll just do this. Mark of the Inquisitor. There you go. Isn't that lovely? They're all getting sucked in by the rift. Okay. Tough, but not impossible. Alright. That took a while. It wasn't wise to go alone. But I totally forgot that we actually had this quest. Got some loot here. And in this armoire. And another readable on the desk. Charred notebook. This charred notebook contains accounts, details of shipping routes, cargo manifests, and listed contacts all shuffled together. The last entry reads, remember, sees people arriving tomorrow to discuss new shipment. Must bring up incident with last courier being branded. Losing profits to keep them quiet. Good customer, but she's bleeding me dry. Ask for compensation. Remember, find bottle of good Ghislaine red for meeting with Inquisitor. Should be memorable. Okay, but sadly for you, Vicinius, you didn't make it before I got here.
That must have been Vicinius.
Oh. A crystal.
A shattered crystal. Let's find the pieces.
This reminds me of Ragnarok Origin. Where you have to
Here's another one.
Collect crystals to learn about what happened to Lucy.
Again, but hold on.
Lady Calpurnia, I had no intention. I warned you of consequences should the slaves you bring me suffer in your care. Venatori, show him my displeasure.
No! Wait! Wait!
That speech came from the crystal. Dagna may make something of it.
Alright. I guess that's it for Vicinius's home. That's what you get for dealing with Venatori, and most importantly for you know, being a slave trader. Okay, now we can look forward to spending some time with Josie. That would be a good date spot. It looks romantic. Let's see. There are question marks here. I wonder what they are. What are you selling? Nothing. Oh, just basic stuff. Gray colored items that we don't need. And we've also...
They'll appoint a new divine soon. One who'll make you stand up for us instead of protecting your own.
If you empty out the coffers of the nobility, what do you think will happen when the fighting's done?
I'll squat in your fancy sheets as well.
Okay. Some conflict there.
The Grand Ball in the Winter Palace, you stumbling fool.
Is that why I've had nothing but silks on my back for days now?
One must be on their best behavior if one is to be seen and to profit.
All for your pretty empress.
In the midst of war,
Oh, what is this place? 3 Little Empresses. Simple bunks in the style of the 3 Little Empresses, the triplets who were not triplets. Huh? What? Humble in their use, but as simple as something more sinister, it was rumored that Empress Maurice, 619 to 643 Steele, had given birth to 1 child, but adopted 2 lookalikes to protect the lineage from assassination. Okay, this kind of reminds me of Ragnarok again. But those 3 princes were all brothers, and not lookalikes. Oh well, but still. Wise in a way, but it presented other problems if we're to believe the outcome of the popular children's skipping rhyme that we associate with the time. 3 Little Empresses, which of them is true? A simple glass of almond tea, and now there's only 2. 2 Little Empresses, which will be undone. A dagger from beneath a cloak, and now there's only 1. 1 Little Empress child reaping what was sown. Only she knows which she was, and now she's on the throne. Okay. It's really hard to be an emperor or an empress. You have to protect yourself and your children from assassination. Excerpted and torn from a disposable walking tour of the capital by Philium, a bard. Yeah, that's a really sad story. Royal Rest of Orlais, a plaque reads, "Here at the heart of the bazaar, we offer the finest artisanal pieces from the boudoir. Both shop with an E and museum are merchandises modeled on the taste of our most glorious rulers of the past. Rest well, compatriots. Rest, nation Orlais." Very, very luxurious furniture. I like them. Can we buy them for Skyhold? No, we can only buy resources, I guess. That's sad. And he sells nothing else. Okay. And here's the tavern.
No, I did not see him. The report was vague and he moved on quickly.
What is this about?
Their ways are so secretive. So interesting.
And concerning. They can conscript whoever they want, you know.
Taken by a warden.
The warden?
Not as threatening as you think.
Here's the city guard.
Salutations.
I guess he doesn't talk much. And we can't enter this gate here. Okay, do we have to go upstairs?
Life in the shadow, in their
I guess so. Is it through this? Oh, there she is. Wait, I want to go inside this. What is this? Is this just a shop? Wilvin, who are you?
Inquisitor, welcome. Thanks to your investment, I have all manner of runners scouring the wake of your adventures. If there's a tome that eludes you, I will endeavor to fill the gaps. I will not deny you a good story nor valuable information.
Interesting. Are you a codex or a book seller merchant?
Please, have a look. Perhaps I've secured something that you missed in your rush to save us all.
Oh, that is a really nice feature. I like that. That you can buy codex entries or books that you forgot to pick up. Is that what it is?
An impressive title, Inquisitor. Would you spend like it?
Let's see, what can we buy? Oh, okay, so it's just... I thought they were books. They're just schematics. Are they just schematics? They're just schematics. Oh, okay, so these are the books. Alright. No, they're recipes. I'll buy them all. They're tonic recipes. I thought you were selling books for me to read. Oh well.
Will it matter?
Hi Josie, how you doing?
Do you know where this noble wanted to meet us?
I do. The Comte Poivers invited us to his mansion, not far from here. I pray he clears up the deaths of my messengers, as promised.
Okay, lead on, my lady.
Lead the way.
And then I'll wear a fedora or something. Milady. Hat race to you.
Welcome, my friend.
Bonjour.
Thank you for seeing us, Comte Poivers.
The honor is mine. Please, sit. It's an honor to assist two such distinguished guests.
Well, we welcome your help.
We appreciate your help, Comte.
The death of Lady Montily's servants must weigh heavily on you. Have you heard of the House of Repose?
No.
The Assassin's League?
Assassins?
My contacts obtained a copy of a document in the archives. Contract for life.
Wait, they want to assassinate you?
The House of Repose is hereby sworn to eliminate anyone attempting to overturn the Montiliers' trading exile in Orlais.
Wait, your family was exiled from trading? Oh, you could be in danger.
They're not just after your messengers, Josephine. They'll try for you, too.
I am afraid so, yes.
The contract was signed by a noble family. The Du Paraquets.
But the Du Paraquets died out as a noble line over 60 years ago.
Indeed. But the contract was signed 109 years ago.
Oh my,
How can a
it's
family
too
try to kill you
old.
after they died out?
The Du Paraquets were our rivals. They drove the Montiliers from Val Royaux. This contract was drawn up over 100 years ago, but it wasn't invoked until I tried to overturn my family's exile.
Unpleasant though it may be, the House of Repose is merely fulfilling its contractual duties.
Is there no statute of limitation in Orlais? That was a long time, an entire century ago. But the contract's ancient.
If the people who wanted your family dead are gone, why are the assassins still after you?
A contract is a contract, Inquisitor. Orlesian businesses live and die by their reputations.
Wow, what
the
a
entire
tiresome
guild's welfare would be
culture.
endangered if an agreement was tossed aside on a whim of time or fate.
She's quite right, Your Worship. The House of Repose is doing what it feels necessary. By its standards.
What's the plan, Josie?
I assume you have a thought or two on this, Josephine?
The Du Paraquets still have descendants under the common branch. If we elevate them to nobility, a Du Paraquet could annul the contract on my life.
Cool, okay. That seems
That will
like a
take time, Lady
good
Montilier. Time
option.
during which the House of Repose will be obliged to hunt you.
So what do we do?
Will they now? You are exceedingly well informed. You're not to have said you'd heard rumors, at best.
A bit of subterfuge. This contract on your life is an ugly business. one the House of Repose deeply regrets.
Oh, so he's part of
But
it.
this is Orlais. Even an assassin's word is his bond.
Well, at least I'm grateful that you warned us. But was there ever a compt, or have you always been lying to us?
Does Comte Boisvert actually exist?
Absolutely. The Comte's offer to reveal the killers of Lady Montily's messengers was genuine. So was his information somehow. An end to be tied up later.
Did you kill him then?
I'm guessing the actual Comte Boisvert met with a fatal accident.
Comte Boisvert slumbers in a nearby closet. Nothing more.
Okay.
The contract on
Thankfully.
Lady Montily's life is so unusual. We felt the courtesy of an explanation was in order.
That's nice of you.
It is appreciated, monsieur.
Your idea to seek out Du Paraquet to revoke our orders is an interesting one. I wish you luck.
It's rare for assassins to meet up with their targets, so I appreciate that.
I did not come to shed blood today, Inquisitor. Only to speak. Might I pass?
Absolutely. But first, I want to know why you warned us.
Why warn us about your contract and let us go?
In Orlais, it is only decent to inform those involved in a contract when extraordinary circumstances conspire.
And the guild's reputation would suffer if you ignored the contract. I quite understand.
Thank you, my lady. May we conclude with my departure?
Yeah, definitely.
Go then.
Good day, your worship. My lady, I pray we never meet again.
I think he's very courteous. And what he did was good. I like
Well,
that.
I didn't think our meeting would end like this.
We'll deal with these assassins.
I have some thoughts. Let's discuss them back at Skyhold. I
You
feel safer with the castle's walls around me.
you sure you
Do you
don't?
hear something?
Oh.
Goodness. Comte Boisvert, is that you?
Oh,
The lock's been broken off. We'll find a saw. I realize the cabinet is quite valuable, Comte, but surely...
Oh my.
A locksmith, then?
How do you even understand him? Wow. You've got some skills, Josie. You understand his muffled yelling? Are you sure you don't want some tea or coffee? I mean, we're in a nice cafe. You don't want to spend some time with me in the on a boat? In a pretty boat? Out in that artificial lake? Okay then. She's busy helping the real comte. Wow, this just sends us to Skyhold immediately? What if I want to stay in Val Royeaux? What if I want to stay in Val Royeaux? Oh well. Oh well. It's okay. It's alright. Let's not think too much about it. I mean, we can always fast travel back to Val Royeaux if you really were so inclined to go back.
So mortals try to find the maker, and that becomes blind. It's just a story to scare children. Where does it come from? What was the archdemon? That was real.
Okay, let's talk to her.
He spent his life in the circle. Perhaps a tailored coat from Val Royeaux? He can't wear armor all the time.
He will appreciate the gesture, Lady Ambassador.
That's a polite way of saying he wouldn't like it, isn't it?
It's hard to deal with nobles, but I'm sure you're doing all you can.
I'm so sorry, Inquisitor. I never thought my family's trading status would trap us in an assassin's plot.
It's okay. You had no idea.
You couldn't have known it would lead to this House of Repose coming after you.
It still shouldn't have slipped past me. I've tracked down the last Du Paraquets. If they become gentry, they can annul the contract on my life. We'll require a noble from Val Royeaux to sponsor them. A
Okay,
judge
who
to
do
provide
we
documents,
call?
a minister to ratify them.
It's so like you to take the longest course of action, even when your life is at stake.
Bureaucracy.
I assume you already know everything about this mess.
Help
There is
her!
a faster way, Josephine. The original contract on your life is in the vaults of the House of Repose. If my agents infiltrate it and destroy the original, the assassin will have no obligation to chase you.
Liliana, please. I want no more bloodshed over a personal affair.
Don't be so stubborn, Josie. How long will it take you to gather these favors in Val Royeaux?
You both have a point, okay? But I want to gain Josephine's favor more. Because we are romancing her after all, so I'm with you, Josephine.
We can solve this without more deaths on either side. My people are ready, should you change your mind. I'll post a watch on our ambassador in case the House of Repose visits.
I appreciate it, but I still believe elevating the Duparakets will solve this.
That smirk.
First, we need to perform some favors in Val Royeaux. I'd be happy to discuss where we could begin.
Okay, so we can either dispatch Liliana's assassins if we want this to be done and dusted, done and over with. Or we can speak with Josephine about the next move. Okay, let's try to talk to her and see what she
Any
has.
news on the House of Repose, Inquisitor?
She wants us to do. How do peasants become nobles?
How exactly does one turn farmers into members of the upper classes?
There are procedures for granting honored citizens of the Empire the title of Lord or Lady. Very long procedures. And so much paperwork. I've called in a substantial number of favors just to cut through half of it.
Wow, such a bureaucratic culture. And tell me of the Duparakets.
Why did the Duparakets hate the Montiliers so much they set up a permanent assassination watch?
Yeah, that's a bit too
Montilier and the
mean.
Duparaket fell in love. A young couple, pledged elsewhere, attempted to elope. The whole thing ended so
Awesome
violently,
Romeo and
it's no
Juliet
wonder any survived.
kind of
It's
story.
fortunate the Duparakets' descendants hold no grudges.
Okay, but how do you know that?
What if the Duparakets refuse to aid you?
I've already contacted the Duparakets, Inquisitor. They're ready to help us.
Well, you're
It
always
will be a
one
long
step
road,
ahead.
but a lordship is a chance to restore a proud lineage to their heirs.
Yeah.
Besides, I've promised them a heavy bag of
That's
coin.
definitely something, that's definitely an offer that they wouldn't be able to refuse. Can the contract be annulled?
Are you sure the House of Repose will forget this assassin contract on a farmer's signature?
It's perfectly legal. In Val Royeaux's noble circles, a written word is a bond. Besides, the guild would never risk being so unspeakably crass.
Oh, okay. Are you serious?
These assassins are afraid of being seen as impolite.
Breaking one's public oath or bond implies a certain poverty in Orlais.
Okay,
A
that
common
is
merchant
something that I
may
can
lack
respect.
The resources or manners to fulfill a debt, but among the guilds, it would be shameful.
Okay, that's something that I can respect. I appreciate good manners. And courtesy and all that. So what is our next move?
You said I'd have to do some favors in Val Royeaux if we want to make the Duparakets lords.
The Countess Dion is our first step. Her lover, a mage from the White Spire, is missing. Bring her news of him and she'll be very amenable to sponsoring the Duparakets as lords.
Okay, we need to do that in the war table. Mia on Twitch says good morning. Good morning to you, Mia. How is your Saturday morning going? Here we are trying to do our best to gain Josie's favor so we can have some romantic time with her. Next that I want to do is speak with Liliana about Calpurnia. If I can find her. Okay, she is just right on top of us. Right on top. Okay, here she is. I need to walk closer to her. Okay. Ooh, a cutscene.
Your trip to the merchant's home yielded results.
It
Before she became
did.
leader of the Venatori, Calpurnia was a slave from Minrathous. Even slaves with magic are treated unkindly in Tevinter.
Oh my.
If Corypheus freed her, no wonder she follows him.
That's almost sad.
Her old life must have been harsh if Corypheus seemed a better master.
Perhaps. Calpurnia has freed every slave she's purchased. Vicinius tracked his shipments. My agents will investigate. This may lead us to Calpurnia's lair.
Cool.
In the meantime, speak to Dagna. The crystal you found on Vicinius fascinates her.
Okay. Anything else to say? Mia on Twitch says it's going pretty well. Good to hear that. Josie is so cute. She is adorable.
At your service, my lady.
Anything planned for the rest of your weekend? Liliana, do we have any updates on
Anything I should
things
know?
in general?
I've agents stationed by the ruins of Haven should Corypheus or his lackeys return. So far nothing, and the breach has been quiet for some time. There is something at least.
Okay.
I'll leave you to your work.
It's sad that we cannot visit Haven after its collapse, because it would be nice if we could, you know, pay respect to the people that we weren't able to save and all that. Okay, I just want to check on Dorian. Hi, buddy.
I must admit, I've never been able to understand Southern Templars.
Why not?
Back home, a Templar shows up and all you think is, oh dear, which Magister did I cross this time? Here, it's quite different. You're not thinking of actually joining their order, are you?
I'll just say their skills are useful. That's the most neutral option.
I find their talents useful. That's all.
Useful against mages. Speaking as a mage, it's a little disconcerting. Are you aware you smell different?
Really?
No one's mentioned it.
Do I
Lyrium has a
stink
particular
now?
smell, like the air after a lightning strike.
Okay, so that's
I
not that bad.
go about smelling you. I'm just saying.
Please don't. You're one of my best friends, Dorian, but please don't make it weird. Mia says, reading and watching stuff since it's cozy rain all weekend. Wow! Does it always rain in Denmark in fall? During autumn? Or fall? That's enough for now, Dorian.
You know where I'll be.
Where I live, it's currently cloudy. I don't think it's gonna rain, but I also said that last Sunday, right? Was it Saturday or Sunday? I said that it was just cloudy. No, I said that it didn't look like it's gonna rain, but it rained in the evening. So I don't know. I'm not really sure. The weather here is unpredictable. Rose says we love it when it rains too. Same here, yeah. It feels so much better. It's cozy. Pinkquisition? Pinkquisition? What are you talking about, Dagna? What are you planning? Pinkquisition? What is that? Is that your group name with Harriet? Your duo name?
This is an amazing find, Inquisitor. The Shaperid in Orzammar had something like it.
Oh, really?
Greetings to you too, Dagna.
Crystal.
They preserve voices, or a likeness, memories, you know? You don't know. Doesn't matter. The Venatori cracked it, but here...
These documents you found, Inquisitor, I've made interesting...
Whoa. Whoa! What kind of sorcery is this?
Not to fear demons. But the power will draw them unless you have wards against possession.
Once you have become the vessel,
That sounds ominous.
beneath your concern, prepare as I have directed.
I shall, Elder One.
Sod it. Oh, sorry. The crystal couldn't take anymore. Wasn't meant for this.
Mia says often, yeah, it's especially rainy summer autumn this year. Ooh, that's good for all of us who appreciate rain. Petrichor. that word, which is the smell of rain. Mia also says, what is this quest? I don't remember this quest. Oh, this quest is called Under Her Skin. We had to visit a slaver's house in a Tevinter slaver's house in Valrio, and we found him unalived by a Venatori, and then we picked up some memory crystals, and now we are checking it with the help of Dagna, checking the memory crystals to see what occurred in the past. What did we just see?
That looked like Corypheus and Calpurnia.
It was a memory stored in the crystal.
No, that was vital information. Did you see Calpurnia's expression? Their alliance may be less than harmonious.
Vessel, I don't like that word. What does that mean by that?
Corypheus said
What did they
was
mean
going to
by
be a
that,
vessel.
rather?
A vessel for what?
They spoke of power and demons. But Calpurnia is already a magister. Corypheus must have some other plan.
Calpurnia doesn't trust him then.
The crystal showed us Calpurnia hasn't bought into Corypheus's myth just yet.
Well, I'm no shaper, but I might be able to get it to remember new sounds.
Cool.
Really? If we hid it among Calpurnia's belongings, imagine what we could learn.
I can split it and keep half here.
So
we could hear her
smart.
speaking right then. It's not how they're supposed to work, and it'll probably break. As I said, I'm no shaper.
Inquisitor, Calpurnia's Venatori have been digging up elven ruins. Tracking them might lead us to her. If this crystal were placed in a lair, I cannot overstate the value of what we might learn.
Sneaky Liliana, always sneaking. Why not just attack her? We're not that dumb. But
Why not
let's just
attack
ask
Calpurnia head on?
anyway.
You attract attention, Inquisitor. Her spies would see you coming.
Yeah.
A single agent may slip in and out without notice. This crystal may yield great rewards.
Okay. It feels just.
It seems only fitting to turn Calpurnia's tools against her.
Right.
If there's a rift growing between Corypheus and Calpurnia, we must exploit it.
I'll have the crystal ready soon. I think. Let me find the quicksilver.
Okay. Anything else to say? Sweet
can I do for
Dagna.
you?
Nothing, I guess.
I'll see you later, Dagna.
I can't wait.
By the way, how is your playthrough of Dragon Age 2 doing, Mia? Are you close to the end? We'll do some war table operations before we head back to the western approach. Okay. Alrighty. We've got reports ready for us. Investigate Hunterfell. A letter to Leliana with information on the bard. I have only heard rumors. I fear, but it is said that her most intriguing aspect is her voice. It is of a unique quality, different from most Orlesian bards who are human or elven. So what is she? Is she Kunari? Is she a dwarf? Okay, we can continue our investigation. But first, let's read this report. A battalion for Sarah and Virgil. We marched without incident, although I have it on good authority that there were many closed-door meetings among Virgil nobility. Several useful names have sent diplomatic envoys, and potential future gains may be impressive. Do not tell Sarah I said so. Goodbye, Cullen. Okay, but I'm pretty sure her Red Jenny friends will know about it. Let's see. Let's read this report here in Ferelden. I guess not. It's still in progress. I want to do the thing about...
If it was abandoned when we arrived, who named this place Skyhold?
Solus says it changed hands so many times, the original builders can't be traced.
Solus
I read
did,
the House of
probably.
Armitage once built a fortress in the vicinity 5 ages ago, but the records are lost.
Alright. Mia says, I finished Act 2, but it's going so slow, having a hard time connecting to Hawk, and it annoys me because I really want to love it. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, Hawk has a distinct personality, and it's kind of hard sometimes to, you know, relate to a protagonist with a strong personality. That's why. But I get you. But please don't feel pressure to complete it before the Veilguard comes out. I'm sure you can play it sometime in the future. We have so many things here in Ferelden. I am trying to go complete Josephine's quest. Here you go. Destroying House of Repose's contract. Liliana wants to send her spies. Oh, that's not what we want. I wanted to do something here. Find a sponsor for the Du Paraquets. Making the Du Paraquets nobility is the key to stopping the assassination plot on Josephine's life. The first step is getting them a noble sponsor. Countess Dion is willing to help in exchange of news about her lover, Ellerly, a mage who went missing after the Mage Templar War erupted. Josephine says Ellerly stood for the old Circle Order. I will see if any of the loyalists gave him shelter. Liliana says their love affair was hardly secret. I will see if anyone marked where the missing mage went. Or Colin, with the advice of we can have search parties come the area where he was last spotted. I feel like this could be Liliana's thing. Trying to find people
Inquisitor.
that might help. Rose says Hawk seems too closed off. That's true. And Mia says I want to finish DA2 so bad so I can carry over the choice to DAI and replay it. Oh, okay. Oh, that might take a long time, but if you put all your heart and soul into it, you might be able to do it. John says you can use keep or save game editor. Not many decisions carry over. Yeah, for the Veilguard, I think there are only 3 decisions that you need to do, sadly. I mean, you need to kind of make an Inquisition if you want to connect your previous save. Unfortunately for me, I don't have my previous save, so I'll just have to use their website or something, the keep or whatever they intend to use to make my choices. Sadly, I won't be able to connect my previous game save because I lost it. I used a different computer and a different EA account. And what else do we have here? How about the thing with Calpurnia? Are we able to do that? Where is that? Oh, let's also do this for Cole. Sister Leliana, per your request, after seeing that no mage named Riss was present at the conclave at the time of the explosion, I began my search. It appears, based on the reports gathered from rebel mages, that Riss had originally intended to be at the conclave, but the former Templar Evangeline persuaded him not to attend. She believed corruption within the Templars sought to exacerbate the conflict, and this merited investigation. Evangeline was last seen not far from Val Fermin, where a merchant described her as fighting other Templars and being taken injured but alive. Riz came through the area not long after, searching for her. The forest near Val Fermin offers many places to hide, but the Inquisition could track down these renegade Templars if you so order. Yours in service, Walker. Okay, we want Liliana to do that, so I don't know. Sadly, she's currently busy. I feel like when it comes to resources, we can just use Cullen, so let's try this. The Gomordan peaks to the south of the wastelands are a source of valuable metals such as Paragon's luster and Everite. Transporting these metals safely is harder than finding them. Also, while little of use grows in the western approach, deep mushrooms are found along the abyssal rift and in remote tunnels that lead into the deep roads. With a camp established in the area, Inquisition forces could search for these resources. Let's do metals.
All right.
Okay, that is it for now. Let's go ahead and go go back to the western approach. Rose says, good luck, Mia. You can do it. And John says, oh, you can't transfer saves like Mass Effect Trilogy. Okay, we've got some link on Twitch. No, please ignore that link. Mia says that she's going to grab some breakfast and she'll lurk. Okay. Enjoy your breakfast. Let's fast travel back to the western approach. Okay. Here. And then let's set this active. The Venatori. Rose says that they have banned the bot. Thank you. John says every map that has resources war table quest. Josie gives plants, Colin gives metal, and Liliana gives a bit of both. Thank you for that. I guess I missed the the earlier ones in the past for the previous maps. Sadly, let's do Blackwall again and Vivienne. As well as, was it Sarah? Yeah, it was Sarah. I think deep mushrooms, we're okay with that because we are also able to find deep mushrooms in Crestwood. Yeah, I remember. Inside the caves in Crestwood. The canyons. Deathroot. Do Fennec live everywhere? Because I feel like we see Fennec everywhere. They're just running around. Oh my, more arachnids. I hate these spiders. Oh, what is that in the distance? That looks really cool. A readable. Manifest second shipment of artifacts for Griffin Wing Keep. 3 staves, properties unknown, 1 vessel for bloodletting, 6 damaged tomes of varying degrees of legibility, remains of Illyrium sensor. Ooh, okay. This sounds like paraphernalia for blood magic. Oh, wow. Delivered to the keep at once. Service will see the more functional items passed on to Calpurnia. Okay, so there's blood magic going on in the Griffin Wing Keep. John says, well, first I spam Josie to upgrade all my potions. Then I just spam Cullen for higher tier maps. He comes back with level 3 medals. You need a lot of those to craft. Okay, so thank you for the tip for the next resource operation. We'll do just Josephine. Got some Venatori here. And we've got 1 mosaic piece. Yay! Collectibles. I love collectibles. A death root. What is this magical barrier? Can we do anything about this? Help me, Vivienne. Help me, baby.
Do they honestly think that would keep us out?
Uh-huh. Exactly. Don't even try. Don't even try. Stop the Venatori. That is our quest here, I guess. A preserved note, a preserved letter found on the body of a messenger. Balarin, you were right to doubt. Heladius will not be swayed if this letter was sent, then it is sealed. Sent aid, Sarpedon. I don't know what that is about. But those sound like Tevinter names, I guess. John says you need around 500 plus elf fruits to upgrade all potions. That is a lot. It becomes annoying, but then again, I upgrade all. You don't need to. I'll try to. I mean, there are also shops where we can buy elf fruit if we are not able to get a lot of them through resource gathering, manual resource gathering. And he also says the inside of this place is cool. It looks really nice. I like it. Written note, Morven. Alexius has failed. The work here thus becomes all the more vital. Secure this at all costs. The Elder One will not tolerate another mistake on our part. Service. I wonder what happened here and what were they doing here? And how did Alexius fail? What was he unable to do? Oh, okay. I think I get it. He was unable to change the past with his time slip power, time travel power. The still ruins. Time to delve deep into this dungeon. Oh, I remember this. I forgot that this was in the Western approach. Yeah, Alexia's failure is related to his inability to stop us from, I don't know, like taking the artifact or whatever, the anchor rather, during the conclave blast thing. Because for some reason his time travel power only can send him like to and fro, like through time, but after the conclave thing, after the breach opened, so he can't go further, or rather like earlier than that. So that was his failure. I remember it from the Mage's Quest. Mage's Quest arc. John says you definitely should upgrade the 2 health related potions. I will. Thank you for the tip. Whoa, look at that. They're suspended in the air. Does it have to do with Alexius's time magic? Okay. Let's read this note. Venatori orders a short letter accompanied by a map of the western approach. Several areas have been circled Lucanus. The references are obscure, but they point to a single power sealed at the height of the old empire. Tevinter's involvement in the region predates the first blight. Detailed accounts of the location are non-existent, but there are some promising leads. You'll be provided with men and supplies. Do not return empty-handed. So they're trying to get something here, I guess, from before the old Tevinter Empire. John says he picked up a masterwork. Yay! I didn't notice it. Masterwork. Masterwork. I want to check the thing up there. I want to be able to loot everything. Oh, we have no access to it, sadly. And here's a rift.
Oh, this is rubbish. Let's do whatever and get out.
Stranger rift in the ruins.
Frozen. I don't think this was the Venatori. The power required for such a spell would be immense. That would get the Venatori's attention.
Okay.
Nothing's happening. The magic here is interfering with the anchor.
You've got some loot boxes. Can't do anything with this at the moment.
The magic here is interfering with the anchor.
We cannot unfreeze the rift. So many demons. Okay, so we have access to this part. The second floor, or rather the mezzanine area. Cullen is ready to report in. That didn't take him too long. I guess there's nothing else. Ooh. There you go, Sarah. Do your thing. While I continue to explore every nook and cranny of this dungeon. I like the gothic look of Tevinter architecture. There's also that thing in the middle, but I'm guessing that there's loot inside. That's why it was locked. A mosaic piece. Anything hidden here? No. More loot. Dual blade daggers. Ooh, wow. We've got tier 3 masterwork materials. Tier 3 common metal, Tier 2 common leather, and Tier 3 common cloth. Irresponsible blood magic. Is there such a thing? Let me correct you, apprentice. While it is true that blood magic is woven through the history of Tevinter, there are good reasons, quite aside from the chantry sermons, that such arts are now frowned upon. Consider the ancient magisters who once attempted to map the fate itself, a worthy goal perhaps, but a costly one. When their spells exhausted their lyrium supply, the magisters spilled the blood of countless slaves. To what end? The shifting nature of the fate made the effort futile, and so much death left the magisters open to possession by demons. Wasteful. Some still idolize Tirena of the Rock, who used blood magic against the Kunari during the Steel Age. They say she cut her flesh on the shore of Marna's Pell as the dreadnoughts sailed in, turned her spells against their crews, and boiled the very blood in their veins. A terrifying display, to be sure, but against Kunari, it only made them more determined when they besieged the ports of Carastes. And what of Magister Calanthus, that fool who believed he could make himself the ascended man with blood magic? 33 slaves died in that rite, and Calanthus became an abomination so horrific that his apprentices tore out their eyes at the sight of him. How ugly can you be? That's just sad. Did he turn into someone that you cannot unsee? You quote the example of the lovers Crescens and Seraphinian. Yes, Seraphinian offered his own blood to cure Crescens of her wasting disease. Okay, that is a noble thing to do. And Crescens lived a long life, but if the noblest use of blood magic still calls for the death of a good man, is that not enough reason to reconsider? Letter from Magister Asthia to her apprentice 771 Storm. Where I think the last example, I think that is a noble reason to use your own blood. But I don't know, because it could also lead to like negative consequences. I don't really know. I don't really know if stuff like that should be allowed. Like, as long as you use your own blood, is that okay? If the purpose is good. I wonder. Discovered Hall of Silence. I guess this is a hall to honor Jumat, the old god of silence. The old god of
The text describes
Asgore.
This must be it.
Okay, here we are in Viridis Walk. I like this. It looks really pretty. We've got enemies there, but we've got loot here. And a shard, I think. I can hear a shard. Research notes. Scrawled notes accompany several complex diagrams. Theoretically, it should be possible to draw energy from the fate itself. While I will not discount the obvious dangers, such risks can be circumvented through use of a proper channel. Once the channel is stable, we should be able to manipulate the energy to our will. The power gained would be beyond measure. At this time, theory will take us no further. If my hypothesis proves true, it will be an achievement unrivaled by any in history that will all but ensure the immortality of the Imperium. Okay. I guess that is one of the reasons why they're here. They're trying to find a way to channel the Fade through the breach. And we've got a Venatori here who didn't make it. Ooh, a keystone. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. Okay, I chose the wrong character. John says a tip about Veil Fire. There's always a room nearby to discover. That's why the fire is there. Thank you. Oops. Vivian, why did you drop your Veil Fire? Let's try to find the room. Maybe it's outside. Not in this hall. It could be outside. Is there another opening here? Another room? Yeah, I guess so. Maybe it's here then. Wow, everything's frozen in time. Read. Research notes. A few hastily written notes are scrawled below increasingly perplexing diagrams. Blood to start. Then, from the channel itself, the slave trader had 6 strong enough for the tasks. Preparations are in place. Sarpedon will call one final meeting. I must speak to the others in advance. Okay. These Venatori are always up to no good. What can we expect? That guy is holding one of those keystones.
Would you like a silk handkerchief to wipe the mud off your greaves, Lady Vivienne?
Oh my.
It's just mud. Mud bothers me as much as your clumsy mockery, which is to say, not at all.
Don't even try, Blackwall. Research notes. A series of disturbing diagrams is followed by a personal note. Sarpedon would cast doubt on our work here. I expected no less. He is Baloran's man. If he thinks to deter me, he will not succeed. Who accomplish anything through such fretting and hesitance? Let him be placated by his pointless precautions. If he wishes to question the validity of my theories, perhaps he should look more closely at his own. Okay, so 2 Venatori leaders were fighting over theories and all that during their research. John says you can grab the fire yourself. Mage only needs to light it. If you're not holding on your own, then the rune won't show up. Oh, really? I feel like there was a time when... never mind. Maybe I was in control of the mage at that time. Thanks. Thank you. Still not in this room. It might be in the other room. John Shepard on Twitch copied from Wiki Spirit Rune schematic located in the very back of the inner sanctum on a plaque found behind the staff. See side quest, the heart of the still ruins. Okay, so it's in the inner chamber. It's far away, I guess. It's far away from where we currently are. It's probably through that door. Okay, guess it's time to dispose of these Venatori for now. Whoa. Oh, one last. Come here. Kick. There. Got a great sword. We'll pick that Balefire torch up later.
He was carrying this stone for a reason. Keep searching. There may be more.
Oh, here. We've got another keystone here. Next to this demon. Ooh, there is a chest there that I missed. I missed that chest. No. How do you get up there? Oh, through these debris. Yeah, we did it. Yay! Just more gray colored stuff that we don't need, but it's good that we can earn more money by selling them. Anything else here? Okay, that is the last keystone that we are looking for. Now we can get to the inner chamber. Nothing else? Okay, let's pick up the Balefire. Oh, I guess we lost it. Ooh, there's this one too. No! No. Okay. Yay! No! Why? Why does it have to be challenging? Here. Okay. Let's see. Now we have everything. We can get access to this inner chamber. Ooh, that looks pretty.
A staff? Is this what they were after?
Don't go poking. The whole place feels wrong.
You can stay behind, Sarah, if you don't feel safe. You need to take the staff. Tempest. Is a masterwork imbued staff? It has a masterwork imbued staff grip, rather. Okay. Well, really? Okay, we'll make room. What did I do? Sorry about that. I pressed the wrong button. Destroy, destroy, and destroy. Let's take it. Oh my.
Careful.
No! Journal on certain experiments. The journal lies open on its final entry. Hiladius ignores all results that do not support his own hypotheses, brushing them off as anomalies and expected deviations. He posits that there will be an acceleration in the channel's creation and will no doubt test the theory without guaranteeing a secure channel can even be maintained. I have argued the inherent risks, the catastrophic tear in the veil that will result from such foolishness, but he has the others convinced. He grants only a sneering permission to conduct countermeasures in the event of failure. If I am correct, the only course of action will be to redirect the resulting power into sealing the event itself. The odds of survival are less than ideal, but the surrounding lands will be preserved.
I think time's flowing again.
I said don't go poking. Oh.
Why not, Sarah? You want things to be frozen in time? Oh, there, we are able to locate the rune. Okay, let's seal it. Seal the rift here. Seal it. Come here. Oh yeah, I forgot that. Never mind. These leather tears we can pull. It's the other demons that we can. The shades, I think. Oh! I didn't notice it at all. Thank you for the follow on Twitch, Sticky19. Sorry about that. I don't know why. Maybe my alerts. I think my alerts showed up probably. I just wasn't able to hear it on OBS, sadly. Yeah, these shades, we are not able to pull them closer. But that's okay. Sticky19 says hello, no problem. How are you doing this fine Saturday morning, I guess? Rose says, welcome to the stream. Okay, so we still need to seal that rift.
Hurry, before this gets worse.
Let's jump down.
It's already worse, just kill them.
Oh my! I wanted to look cool. I really wanted to look cool. I guess not. That's what happens when you try to look cool. Let's disrupt the rift so we can help our friends. Sticky says, well, considering it's 1 a.m. Good morning. And they say, I'm okay. I can't type, lol. That's okay. No problem. John says, nice jump. That's what happens when you go out of your way to make a grand entrance. Third wave, I guess. They're all over the place. Okay, finally we can close this rift. Here we go. Last loot in this place.
It's done.
That's enough demons for one day, frozen or otherwise.
Oh, I didn't notice this. Maybe it was frozen in time earlier. Now we can activate this elven artifact. Anything else in this place? Let's do one last thorough sweep to see if anything has changed now that it's not frozen in time. And let's not make the same mistake as we did earlier. Let's not jump into the void. Okay, nothing. Nothing. Sticky19 asks, have you played these games before? I played Dragon Age Inquisition back in 2017. And I watched a playthrough of Dragon Age Origins and one of Dragon Age 2 as well. I think probably a year or so ago. Okay, I guess there's nothing else. Let's head on out to see what else is in store for us here in the western approach. Nice Tevinter architecture. And we'll see more of that in the upcoming game. Ooh, more death root for us. Our next quest is to search for the mine. Okay. Goodbye, dungeon. It was fun while it lasted. Thanks for the memories, dungeon. Okay, I'm not going to pick up all the death root that we passed by. It's okay, we've picked up a little. Sticky says, oh man, I've played all three so many times. I've romanced every character, a couple of them multiple times. I may have a problem. No, I don't think so. I think you are just a big fan and you probably really enjoy the game. Or all three games. Wait, what are we fighting? A hyena? Go fight it. I'm just gonna enjoy exploring. Who is your favorite companion or romance option then? At least for Inquisition. We are currently trying to romance Josephine. I hope it's not too late because we kind of started right after. we only started flirting with her right after Skyhold. Sticky says, who are you romancing? We're doing a romance run of Josephine. In which game? In Inquisition. Who is your favorite companion and romance interest in Inquisition? Okay, I guess this is the mine that we're trying to find. Here are some deep mushrooms. Are they edible? Or are they only used for healing wounds and all that? Oh my. Why? Why does it have to be spiders? Is it because it's Halloween? Halloween. Okay, we've got more resources here. Wait, is that red lyrium? It's throbbing. It's throbbing. It's alive. Okay. Well, that might be enough space. Sticky19 says, oh, that's so hard for a female Inquisitor. Definitely Cullen. For a male, definitely Dorian. Yeah, I've watched romance videos, video compilations for all companions, romanceable companions, and I think that I'd say Dorian's romance and Cullen's romance are both equally interesting. Note from a Templar, Benedict, pull up stakes. All plans for the quote-unquote mine in the western approach are off. The Inquisition's on the move. Oh, they know about us and headed your way. Dump all the bodies and relocate to Emprise du Lion. Brennan. Okay, we'll find them in Emprise du Lion, I guess.
Bodies for the Lyrian. Well, how about just no?
Exactly. You said it yourself, Sarah. Sticky19 says, favorite companion is a mix-up of a few. Colin is my canon romance. I love him. I can see the appeal. How do we get up there? Ooh. A little bit of parkour, which I'm not good at. There. Yay! Ghoul's Beard. This is our first Ghoul's Beard. Oh, I can't. Please, let me take it. Let me take it. Oh, there. Rose says, that's nice. Cullen and Dorian are great characters. John says, yay to parkour. Such sarcasm. At least we tried our best. Sticky says, though Sarah's a very cute and very sweet romance, I romanced her as a Kunari. Oh. That's nice. I think the only romance I did was with Blackwall with a female human Inquisitor. Same as this one. Whoa! What just happened? Oh my. What is going on? We're learning new skills here. Like a long jump, a high jump. Yeet. We got yeeted. Yeah, I think all the romances are equally sweet. I can't remember off the top of my head which one's the sweetest in my opinion. I think they're all equally good.
Someone's been busy. Let's find them, shall we?
Uh-huh. We shall examine. What is this? Research supplies and some gold. I think these are the refugees? I can't remember. Or are they slaves? Roses need to get ready for the new Assassin's Creed. Yeah. That's why I'm doing parkour. John says that happens every time without fail. Really? Like just in that part of the western approach, just outside of mine, or does it happen in other maps too? It's a funny bug.
Fascinating places, my dear.
Sticky19 says, unfortunately, Solus and I have beef. Yeah, I feel like, now that you've mentioned it, I remember I didn't like, you know... Well, we know why. I just have a problem with Solus from the very beginning, so I didn't even consider him as a romance option. Like, he's always been sus from the very beginning, and I don't like his ego and all that. So I really didn't have the fortunately for me, I didn't have the very surprising, heartbreaking moment at the end of the base game and the Trespasser DLC and all that. Sticky19 says BioWare is known for being very buggy. It's a joke now and they do it on purpose for some of it. Really? Do we have evidence that they're actually doing it on purpose? But yeah, I'd say that I also experienced a few bugs in Dragon Age Inquisition during my first playthrough. One bug that I remember early in this current playthrough is that Solus said something about going to visit the Chantry folk at Valrio, and that was too early to do it at that time. He just randomly said that when I was in the hinterlands. So yeah, that was a bit weird. What is this? I don't know what this is. This machine. Is it like a generator? Oh, it is a generator, and it's attached to that mechanism there to okay, I don't even wanna that's bad. A scrawled note, Louise or Louis S says, get the Templars for whatever they want, no questions asked. So stop asking. They want refugees and travelers. We get them. Marry us. Okay. As we previously guessed, those were refugees and travelers in cages, and they are being, you know, Venatori. They like putting red lyrium inside people. Sticky19 asked, do you know about the money glitch? What? There is a money glitch? Like in I can't remember which other game had a money glitch. Rose says we're currently at 2 hours 1 minute now. That's okay. We'll try to do 2.5 hours again. And John says, tip to get the high up loot plant, jump, pause, click on the pick button, and then unpause. Is there another one that we missed? High up loot plant. Jump, pause, click the pick button, and then unpause. Okay. I'm practicing. I'm learning new skills. I guess we probably got everything. That's probably earlier when we were having trouble trying to loot the ghoul's beard. Yeah, for that hanging ghoul's beard. Thank you. Thanks for the tip. We're learning a lot. Okay, we've completed that quest, the Venatori. We've found out just exactly what the Venatori have been doing in the Western approach. We've found that there are two things. We were doing research on how to channel the power of the Fade through the breach. They did that in that big dungeon. I'm gonna say big, but mid-sized dungeon earlier, and they are also, you know, transplanting lyrium into unfortunate travelers and refugees. Old Chantry trail signs. The Chantry used these symbols long ago to mark trails to hidden locations. They are often mistaken by passers-by as simple carvings in the rock and trees. Interesting.
A Chantry symbol out here. Odd.
I wonder where this hidden location is. Okay, my goal before we end the stream is to... Okay, there's so many things going on. We have Cassandra's personal quest here. Black Walls over there. A Chantry trail that we can follow. And assaulting Griffin Wing Keep. Draconology. Vivienne's personal quest and another black wall here. Okay, so one of my goals is to, before we end the stream, is to, get one camp. Build one camp here in the western approach, so we'll try to do that. John also says there's a money glitch, duplication glitch, vendor glitch. There are too many ways to completely break the game. I don't want to break the game. John also says Valhalla brought me out. Didn't even finish it. Not very excited for the next one, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. It is a very controversial game, definitely, but let's see. I think no matter how controversial it is, if it's something that is enjoyable, I'd still probably play it. Claim quarry. We've got our first quarry for a superior tower for Skyhold. Yay. Read Our Lady of the Anderfels, a land filled with wonders, like the Murdain, with its gigantic white statue of Our Lady carved into its face, her hands outstretched and bearing an eternal flame. Genetivi's words, brief as they were, inspired me. The stone prophet sounded magnificent. I had to see her for myself. I tracked up the Imperial Highway, concealing my identity and taking care not to seem like a foreigner. At Valdorma, a neglected road led west. Soon the dry land gave way to absolute desolation. Red earth, bones, blowing sand stripped my face raw. When it cleared, I could see for miles. Not that there was anything to see. The few settlements I encountered were populated with derelicts and chantry zealots. They warned me of worse trials should I continue to the Murdain. Eventually I turned back, opting for a smaller statue in a place the maker hadn't abandoned. Berard, Perendale, Chantry Cleric. Wait, are we in the Anderfels right now? I thought we were still in the kind of like western area of Orlais. I guess not. More hyenas. Rose says, I get you. It is a very long game. Yeah, I'm still, well, according to Ubisoft's that software called Ubisoft Connect, if I'm not mistaken, I'm 70%. I'm at 70% in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, so I'm hoping I can finish it. I play it off stream in private. Ooh, this looks cool. I like it. Okay, I feel like if I jump down there, I will never be able to. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Ah, okay. It's not that bad. John Shepard says, I don't care about controversy as long as it's fun. Valhalla was like checking boxes on a massive map, but the reward was too little. Bad skill tree, boring combat, horrible stealth. Yeah, same here. I really don't care about controversies in games, as long as it's something enjoyable. And yeah, I agree with you that it just feels like a game that you play if you are in bad need of dopamine. If you really, really need dopamine right now. Whoa! How do we even get up? More parkour, I guess? And John also says, I want a more focused game. I loved AC Odyssey though. Yeah, I think AC Odyssey is a good balance of like tiny quests that you have to complete, but also they're memorable. Some of the quests in AC Odyssey are extremely memorable, like very, very good, very well written, and they're not too long either. So I did it. Oh, okay. I'm glad most of my companions are still on top of this hilly place. Yeah, if they were to make the next game similar to AC Odyssey, I think a lot of people will enjoy. And Rose says the base game itself just feels incredibly long. That is true. It is quite long. Sticky19 says, sorry, the message was so long. Oh, really? Is there a message? So I don't think I read it. Maybe it's not appearing on my restream chat? Did it not send? I don't think I can't see it here. I'll go check my Twitch if it's on there. Let's see. That's John Shepherd. Sticky19. Oh, the last message you sent is, do you know about the money glitch? I think your next message didn't send. Probably due to character. Is there a character limit on Twitch? Probably. John Shepard says the minigames in Valhalla can be so frustrating and take up so much time to figure out without help. That is true. And John says Inquisition does not do water. It is an illusion. That's sad. We can't... Yeah, exactly. I remember in the hinterlands there was a lake and I wanted to swim in the lake, but sadly it just sent me back to land. See this landmark. Let's claim it. We can't claim it because we are in combat. What? What are we trying to kill? Oh, is that hyena? Rose says the message didn't send. It may have been too long to send on Twitch. You can break it down into smaller messages if you want. Sticky19 says, okay, hold on, I'll break it up. Thank you. Lamar Tower, Senior Warden Lamar, hero of the Second Blight. Oh, sorry. Second Battle of Forward Pass held back 3 charges of Darkspawn during the critical long night of the Second Blight, and lost her life in service to Thetis from the Grey Warden archives at Weishaupt. Okay. I guess we are really in the Anderfells. I thought this was Orlais. Okay, let's take a look at some shards. You can spot them from a distance through this ocularum. That's the second, and one last one over there. Okay, at least it's easier than in the Forbidden Oasis. But I remember in the Forbidden Oasis there was an ocularum that took so long. No, don't hurt the fennec! Oh, it's our first quill back, isn't it? No. No. I didn't want to use the mark of the Inquisitor. No! The fennec! How dare you kill that? Why are you hurting the little ones? But they're not little. No, I don't think they're little. They're just tiny. But they're definitely adult fennec. At least I want to believe that they are. Sticky says, okay, it's going to be in 3 small paragraphs. I'm so sorry in advance. So don't worry at all. I love reading the chat. It might just take some time because sometimes I'm in battle, in combat. John says that poetry battle is so cringe. Oh, I loved it. I like fighting. I always get it. I know it's cringe. I really know it's cringe. 100%. I agree with you, but I like it. I'm good with poetry. This is one of my strengths. I may not be good in combat, but I am a writer, so I always do the big bet, the highest bet, which is like 300 gold, and then I always perfect it. Like, perfect every single fighting battle. That's one of my strengths. I did get a hang of the dice game and was winning every time, but it was no Gwent, the greatest minigame in a video game. I hate minigame, like, I don't know, like those gambling minigames in games like Gwent, and Fallout New Vegas Caravan. It's too hard for me to understand. Or to, you know, I'm not a very tactical person, that's why I always lose in those kinds of games. But I'm glad that you enjoyed the dice game, John, even if it's not comparable to Gwent. Sticky says, yes, in Crestwood there is a door that you have to unlock by the fast travel point. It has some kind of animal drawn on it. Wait. Oh my, I totally forgot the locked door in Crestwood. We'll have to go back there. If you get in there and loot the bear's foot, you only take the purple amulet. Oh really? Okay, we'll try that to see if it works. And John says, yay, quill back. Sticky says, leave everything else, you go sell the amulet. It's worth over 2,000 gold. Okay, after selling it, if you leave Crestwood, I go to the Storm Coast. It's the closest. When you go back to Crestwood, the amulet will respawn. Okay, so it's kind of like a glitch. You can do that as many times as you want. It doesn't mess up your game, and you'll always have money. Whoa. Rose says, I just didn't bother doing the guys game because we didn't get it at first. The poetry thing is definitely new. Siggy says, okay, that's all I hoped it said. Oh yeah, I can read it. Thank you for resending it. I'll go to Crestwood to see. Thank you for the tips. John says, I dominate Caravan. That's how I made all my money in New Vegas. Wow. You must be so good at board games and gambling type of games. Maybe in real life too, I wonder. The surveyor. This mining equipment has been abandoned for a very long time. Not even the scavengers have disturbed it. Oh, okay. I guess this place, like the Forbidden Oasis, is it used to be a mining area. Let's try our best to get to the to this camp here. Okay, someone camped here. I wonder who that is. Could it be the draconologist from University of Orlais? We got a rift there, but I am going to do it some other time. I just want to make camp. Build a camp. And avoid battle for now. Sticky says, no problem, it's my favorite glitch because it works every time and doesn't mess with anything. Okay. I'll check that out.
Decent place to camp.
Okay, let's go camp here. Set up camp. Our second camp here in the western approach. Any requisitions? I guess not. Okay, I want to save and then go to Crestwood just to check that place that we missed. There's a locked door there. I think that is it. John says, Siggy's talking about the door I told you about in Crestwood. It has the amulet Malika's Guard and an amulet of power. Oh yeah. We forgot to check it out our last time in Crestwood. The previous time that we were here. And John says, then you use a glitch where if you take all but one item, then you leave the map and return, all items will respawn. Okay, yeah, I remember that glitch that you taught me in in Forbidden Oasis. Siggy says, yes, that one, Malika's amulet is the one, but you had to leave everything else. Okay, we'll try that glitch. Dun, dun. Okay, so let's take Malika's Guard, right? Which one should we take? The Amulet of Power or Malika's Guard? John says, so you can take one amulet and leave the other. You can farm the Amulet of Power to get infinite ability points. Sticky says, yes, the purple. Okay. Can we also loot this chest? Battle of Valerian Knucklebone Relic. I'm gonna make some space. Make some space. Whoops. Wrong! Wrong button again. Why do I keep making the same mistakes? Leave it. Okay, Sticky says leave it. Let's go to the Storm Coast, which is the closest. Sticky says I only loot the foot. Oh, sell it first. Boom. Did we mess it up already? Do I have to start over? We can sell it in Caer-Bronach, can't we? Caer-Bronach, where are you? Here. Merchant. John says, Malika's Guard, if you want to make money and just sell it, it'll respawn if you leave the map and return, but most people duplicate the Amulet of Power. Sticky says, it's okay, it will still work. Okay. John Shepard says, infinite ability points. So, I'm going to make a save here to see if it actually works.
Well met, your worship.
Anything to report?
What's happening in Crestwood? The dragon circling the lake looks hungrier than usual.
It's the same thing about the dragon.
Scarce until it's gone. I should be going. Another time.
Okay, let's try to sell the amulet. Accessory. Malika's Guard. Sell. And let's fast travel back to the village of Crestwood. John says infinite ability points, go to Black Emporium and return. And that's the shortest loading time. Fast traveling within the same map won't reset it. Sticky says, hopefully I've left it a few times without selling it, edit, respond. Okay. Let's see if it's still here. Oh yeah, it's still here! Wow. Okay, I am not going to participate in taking advantage of glitches. So I am just going to take all of these things for now. Thank you for that. Thank you. It's something that I learned, so I'm happy about that, but I won't be selling multiple Malika's Guards. But at least we learned something, and that was thrilling for me to see it happening, because I remember John had told me in the past in the Forbidden Oasis that that glitch is present. Is still present in the game. And yeah, I was surprised that it worked, because that was the first time I saw that. But I didn't know that that also happens in Crestwood. That glitch also exists in Crestwood. Sticky says you at least know about it if you ever want to do it again. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the tip, because there are a lot of things that I don't know about this game. Even if this is my second playthrough. Because during my first playthrough, I didn't really spend that much time. I think I only spent maybe 2.5 weeks playing the game. Because I was busy back then. Griffin Wing Monument in honor of the Wings of Adamant, the brave griffins who gave their lives in service to keep the blight at bay. In war, victory; in peace, vigilance; in death, sacrifice. It's the Grey Warden motto. I think the griffins will be back in the Veilguard, so let's not be sad about it. John says this is the thing that every YouTuber uses in their guides and get infinite ability points. Oh, for the Amulet of Power, I see. And here is...
The trail leads on.
Another chantry marking. Siki says you will have to do it in a different playthrough because now it won't respawn. Yeah, thanks. Thank you so much for that. Now I can keep that in mind so that if I ever want to play again and want to take advantage of that glitch, then I can. Siki says, oh, my first playthrough, I 100% it. It took me 300 hours. Perfectionist. Wow. That is a lot. I think let's, I want to end the stream on a high note. So we'll close this rift here. John Shepard says, I use it to get weapons and armor crafting specs. The best upgrades are random loot, so you might never get them in a normal playthrough. Oh. The best upgrades, do you mean the things that you can install on your weapon or into your weapon or armor? Are those the upgrades? Like the Bianca grip and all that? Second wave coming right up. John also says there are some chests with higher level maps that spawn those schematics that you can farm. Asked, do I have a Discord server? No, unfortunately not at the moment. I tried my best last week to make it pretty, make a Discord server and make it pretty with, like, I don't know, fancy text and emotes and stuff. But then I realized I might be doing my community a disservice because I probably won't have the time and energy to, like, thoroughly moderate it, make sure it's, you know, safe and a safe space and a good place for everyone to enjoy interacting. So maybe in the future. I didn't delete the server. I still have it. I keep it, but it's just not open for everyone. If you want to see it, it's this. I wrote the rules and I made channels and all that with emotes and fancy text. There's even a self-promotion channel for your own social media or channels, or if you want to recommend someone else's, like your favorite YouTuber or something. So yeah, at the moment, this server is not open to the public, but maybe in the future. So definitely watch out for that. John Shepard says, like, boot, hands for armor, grips, halves for weapons. Oh yeah, okay, I get it. So it's the upgrades, like Bianca grip and Bianca arms and all that. And he also says Bianca especially, you can get all its upgrades by looting. Oh, I see. So the other stuff are harder to gain access to. I see. I didn't know about that. I guess that's why I only have very few options for upgrades aside from Bianca's stuff. Oh well. At least we learn something every day. So we've got a couple of, well, not just a couple, a lot of quests here in the Western approach. I hope to be able to accomplish most of them in our next stream, which I hope will be tomorrow. So thank you so much for watching, Thank you for tuning in this lovely Saturday morning or night or evening. And I hope to see you all again next time. Sticky says, as long as you get good mods, they can enforce the rules. Most people are respectful. Yes, that's it. I'll have to find good mods. John says, you may never get the best sword grip for your one-handed sword. Oh no. That's okay, I guess. We'll be fine with that. And Sticky says, tomorrow what time? I'll try to stop in. It's probably going to be the same time. I stream usually for 2.5 hours. So it's probably going to be the same time. I think that's about 3 a.m. Sorry, 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Which is 11 p.m. Huh? Oh yeah, 11 p.m. Pacific time, and that's basically 3 p.m. Japan Standard Time. Rose says, thank you all for watching. John says, have a good evening. And you too, Rose. Thank you. I hope you also have an enjoyable rest of your weekend, John, Sticky, and everyone else in the chat. Sticky says it's 1 a.m. here now, so that would mean 11 p.m. for you, I think. Is it? Probably. Well, see you all next time, hopefully tomorrow. Take care. Goodbye.